What's going on, everybody? KSA Kris here, the Real Estate Blitz. And today we want to talk about A, B, and C clients. In fact, we might even talk about the D's and F's. This is something that comes up all the time around here. I'll have an agent come into the office and say, this client's just giving me a hard time. It's pretty freaking tough. And they just kind of, all they do is like bitch and complain about their client. And then I start asking basic questions. How much energy you're giving to this client? Okay. So you've gone out and you've shown them 60 homes in the last 2 months. Okay, how did you qualify them? Are they worth your time? How many other people are you not talking to right now? How many hours are you prospecting every day to try to find better clients? Why don't you have other clients? And really what it always comes back to and comes down to is this simple truth. Not everybody is going to be worth your time. Not everybody is going to be realistic on, if they're selling their house, what it's actually worth. Not everybody's going to be realistic on what they can buy. You see stuff on HGTV all the time, and it trips me out. It's like, oh, this house is awful. It doesn't have granite, and the cabinets aren't right, and the colors are horrible. And I'm like, but you only got a budget of like $200,000. Now, in some states, that's a lot. But at least out here, okay, so first off, how did you get on HGTV with a budget of $200,000 or $300,000 in San Diego? Like, are you trying to move into a 55 plus trailer? It blows my mind. But that's kind of like you run into these people that are not realistic, and even though they say they're ready to buy, they're not ready to buy. I'm dealing with somebody right now, and every time we're trying to it's like, look, I know you want to just start writing offers and buying houses, but we can't even get you to finish the paperwork to get pre-qualified to get a loan. It's taken him almost a month to finish up the paperwork, but oh yeah, well, I'm ready, just start sending me stuff. If you can't do that one part, I'm not letting you waste my time because I'm working with other people. So this is what it comes down to. It's a matter of energy, and I say this all the time. How much time, how much energy, and what's my investment into that client? And I think that's extremely important, because I mostly focus with listings. That's really what I spend my energy on. I'm getting ready, once I finish up these videos today, I'm running off the 2 listing appointments. I spend my energy mostly focusing on listings. And when I walk in, I want to see what are their expectations? Can I meet them? And depending on their expectations and what I think I can do with a house and the returns I'll get from it, and I hear it, oh, Kris, I'm going to write that down. The 6% myth. Agents are always like, well, I'll never take, I know my value. Here's the way I look at it sometimes. How much energy am I going to put into it? How much time am I going to put into it? And what's my investment? I listed a house recently. It literally no time other than the listing appointment, no energy. Like, I'm not doing anything because the house did sell in less than 12 hours. It was at a realistic price. It was at a fantastic price. The house looked great. I literally paid just for photos, and I told our client, I says, look, and I even told him I'm going to reduce my commission because it's fair. I think it's fair for you. It's fair for me. I'm only going to spend enough to get photos. I'm not doing video. I'm not doing a whole lot of marketing because your house is going to sell. And they really appreciated that. And actually, I just took a listing the other day, or yesterday, based from that same client, because this is what we got out of it. We got a whole bunch of buyers off of that house. We got two more listings off of that house. We got some great, frontage, marketing material, yard signs, all this other stuff. We got to go out and do the 10-10-20. We got our agents out there talking, and it literally took me no energy, no time, and about $180 invested for photos. So yeah, we reduced our commission, but that's a whole nother thing. But my thing is, when you have a client like that, that's an A client. I want to give my energy to the people that are realistic, the people that I can communicate with, that I can work with, because I have a personality style. All of us do. And depending on your personality type, you're going to work better with some people than you will with others. My concern is when you work with crappy clients, okay, and there's crappy clients out there, and you're spending so much time and so much energy. They're literally just whipping you to the finish line, and most of the time they never get to the finish line because they're where they're at. My concern is, if you're an agent and you're doing that, you don't have enough business. My concern is that you don't have enough business, so you're freaking out, so you're chasing this one client. I sat in a mastermind a little bit ago. I got asked to sit in it, And they were agents that have done 3 to 5 deals within a year. So, they weren't doing a lot of deals. And literally, when I mentioned something along these lines, she says, well, this client, and they just won't pull the trigger. And I says, how many clients are you working with? Well, I'm working with 3. And I told her, I says, well, that's your problem. That's your problem. You're only working with 3 people. You're so desperate to close the deal with this D or F client, this garbage client. You're so desperate because you need the money that you aren't going out and prospecting to find the A and B clients. The C clients are the people that are right in the middle. If I have time, I'll give them energy. But really, I want to focus on A and B clients. I'm going to be able, in prospecting every day, to continue to go out and find more A and B clients. Sometimes you're going to get a C client, right? And that's okay too. C clients take a little more energy. They're a little more hand-holding, a little more talking, a little more investment. But C clients are good. It's really when you get to the D and F clients that you just, if it's me, I just cut them off, or I don't deal with them right from the beginning. Or the best one, just draw a line. Draw a line in the sand. And I had to do this recently with a client, and it worked out extremely well. It was, without going in depth, he's a real estate agent as well. Attempted to sell his own home, didn't work out for him, and called us up. We put it on the market, got into escrow twice now, and literally just getting in his own way. I says, look, we don't take listings. Told you from day one, we don't take listings we can't sell. I'm not going to invest a whole lot of money with video, a whole lot of money with photos, a whole lot of money with signage, with online marketing, and everything else to just make you feel good. It's an investment. I'm putting a certain amount of money up front so I can get a return on the back end. If you're going to bomb the property every time we go into escrow, we cannot work together. So here's our expectations if you want to keep working with us. No, I want to work with you. Great. Then this is where we need to be. If we can't come to an agreement on this today, we will give you a cancellation. We'll wish you the best of luck. Look, you're a wonderful guy. But we can't work with somebody that's going to sabotage the deal every time we go into escrow. So sometimes just drawing the line and letting them know exactly where you stand will fix a D or F client and move them to a C client. The challenge is usually you can tell the D or there it is. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw that, but like my entire screen just like froze up. Usually you can tell the D or F clients usually from like right when you meet them. I've gone into appointments. I walked into an appointment with one of our agents. It was a listing appointment. It was on an expired. And this guy, we walked in, didn't even stand up, didn't shake our hands, didn't even let us in the door. He was watching The Virginian, an old Western show. And he just ignored it. Says, yeah, walk around the house, tell me what it's worth. So, I started talking to him. I says, well, actually, we'd love if you could show us around. You've been here longer than us. You have the, you put the money into purchasing it, and we'd like to get your input on what the house is. Look, I really don't care. Just tell me what it's worth. You're wasting my time. I says, you know what? No, you're wasting our time. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you for having us out. Hopefully you can get it sold with a different agent. We just won't be the team for you. So what I'm getting at is focus on your A and B clients. If you don't have enough A or B clients, you need to ramp up your prospecting. You got to go out and find more. If you feel desperate and you're working with a crappy client right now, it's your fault. It's not their fault that they're a crappy client. People are just people. They're going to find somebody that will service them. The question is, should it be you? If you're okay with literally eating up all of your time and all of your energy to basically bounce off the bottom because you're spending all your time and energy, there's no prospecting in between over a certain amount of time, and you get one deal closed, if you get it closed, good on you. Somebody will do that. Me personally, I don't want to be that guy. We want to focus on A and B clients, and if we don't have enough, we go out and find more. So that's what I got today. Appreciate you, KSA Kris, Real Estate Blitz. Do me a favor, like, share, comment. Check me out on YouTube. Check me out on Facebook. And lots of good stuff. I've been doing a whole bunch of podcast interviews over the last couple weeks. Hopefully I'll be launching pretty soon. We're starting off with putting everything on SoundCloud, so you can go check us out, the Real Estate Blitz on SoundCloud. But pretty soon we're going to be standing up on iTunes, so you can get daily information. And then once a week, it's going to be like an in-depth interview. Most of the interviews are going to be focused on systems. So actually, I talked to the CEO of Sync, and I like Sync, but I want to talk to the CEO. How did it start? What it is it? And then he introduced me to other people within the platform, so I could ask him tough questions. Zillow. I'm sitting down with Facebook and talking to them about what they're rolling out a bunch of stuff for real estate agents right now. So what does that mean and what does that look like? What are the costs? How is that going to affect our business? I'm even trying to get the people from Redfin on, because if you hear me, I trash Redfin all the time. But you know what? I may not know something, so I want to reach out to them and find out what I don't know. But just keep watching, keep digging in, and I think I'm going to do a little bit of a series on open houses, because I'm almost done with the open house ebook. And I'm working on an ebook right now just for the investor side. If you saw, I started putting out a lot of investor-based videos for real estate agents too. So that's all I got today. Appreciate you, and see you tomorrow.